I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
But don't you think you should devote that life completely to God?
Is God family?
God is the father of all people.
Then yes, I devote it to him, since he's my daddy.
I don't know what I'm going. Oh. I don't know where I was going with that. That's the best I could come up with. And you know what? It's the same quality of script that we get in this movie, which is called Lay It Down, released in 2001, directed by Who Gives a Shit, and is starring I Don't Give a Flying Fuck. And the reason why we're talking about Lay It Down today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big contributor and supporter of this channel, David Klimoff. Thank you very much. Just thank you. Thank you for entertaining me for a lunch period, because this film is only 50 minutes long, and if you put it at 2 times speed, you know, you can get through this entire movie and still have time to spare to just think about your life. Not in terms of like, oh, I should be converted to Christianity now. Just think about your choices that you make in life and why you watch the things that you do. Yeah. So thank you very much, David, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like David and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out, just like what I did with David here. Ben Dresden is really into driving his car and street racing. However, after a really bad car crash, he decides to devote his entire life and everything that he does in God's name. But his brother Pete doesn't really like that, so whenever they get into conversations, Pete always dismisses his brother because all of that God crap is just so freaking silly. But because Pete is also in the driving scene, Pete and Ben still find themselves in the racing community, and one guy comes up to them and says, "Hey, I can beat you." And Ben is like, "But God and stuff." And the guy is still like, "No, I can beat you." So Ben has to race him. And when they race, they get into another car crash with the mom and the baby mom. And then, you know, Ben's faith is in question. But not really, because God is the best. So I used to be hardcore Christian, like extremely hardcore Christian. My goal in life was actually to become a minister, to have my own congregation. And then I went to college and became more well-rounded to other cultures, other religions, and just other people and society just in general. And then I realized, oh, this whole religious, especially Christian thing, kind of bullshit. So I am coming at this review with a history of Christianity, and in the youth group, which is what you call it when you had the teenager children sitting around in a room and keeping them enclosed so that they're not outside doing drugs and the sex and the things. But we would watch these basically after school specials, but I guess after church specials is what you would call them, where they're just stupid, short little stories that are so obviously like trying to convince you that God is the best and you need to do everything in the name of God because God, you see. That is what this movie is. And the movie opens with Ben in his room and his arm is in a sling, and you could tell that he's been in a really bad accident. And you can tell that because of the sling, not from any other markings on his face, but apparently that sling and what it did to his arm, it was so bad that out of nowhere he's like, I just need to devote myself to God entirely. And his girlfriend, who doesn't know how to keep her legs closed, she doesn't like that because he needs to devote himself to her, you see, because she's there and she wants his penis. And then like 2 minutes later, he's back up. He's out of the sling. Again, the accident was just so bad, you see. And then he goes back to his little street gang at night, and he has them all in a circle, and he's reading scripture to them. Like, it's the coolest, most badass, most hip and now thing that you have ever read, son. Hey guys, listen to this. Consider the birds of the field. Hey guys, you hear about this? You seen this? This is great stuff. The birds, see, he takes care of them. And they're just birds, you see. Yeah, the only reason this film exists is to promote Christianity. Like, this film is out there because it's promoting Christianity to people. Yeah. How's that going? You can tell that this film is just funded by people who are so out of touch, but they knew that a certain car movie was coming out later that year or around the same time. This film was released in April of 2021, and I believe the very first The Fast and the Furious movie came out in like June or July of that year. So they knew that this racing movie was coming out. Well, it's not really a racing movie. It's a DVD swindling movie. But they knew that this car street racing movie was coming out. So they were trying to be cool, but also put in a Christian message behind it. So they're like, hey, let's make a street racing movie, but it's about God and stuff. In terms of marketing ideas, it's not completely bad. But again, it's an after-school Christian after-church special, so it's initially just bad. Oh, and not only are we just preaching, like, just accept God in everything that you do, and in God's name, everything, everything, everything. It also tackles issues about out-of-marriage pregnancies and things. Because, you see, they had sex outside of marriage, and Ben was like, no, I need to devote myself to God. And when we get married, that's when we can do it, Beverly. Is her name Beverly? I don't know, and I don't give a shit. But because they had that sex the one time, you know, that the one times when she gets pregnant and tells Ben's mom, and mom, you could tell how disappointed that she is, but it's a life, so you need to keep it no matter the fuck what. Oh, God. Not funny, but it's funny. God. Now, if you're watching this film and you are Christian, like that is your lifestyle, I don't mean to belittle your religion. I really don't. If you consider yourself a Christian, if you go to church and you're a good person and you use that religion not harming anyone or imposing it onto anyone when they don't ask, then good for you. It's really the whole thing, especially what this guy does, where he just comes in the middle of the circle and be like, hey, here's this religion of mine, and you should all pay attention to me. Guys, come on. Let's talk about science. I went into Mark Wahlberg with the happening there. I don't know what I was doing. But it's that stuff, and then also, like, if you don't follow my word, or if you're not part of my religion, then you're just gonna go to hell. And I'm gonna say that with a fucking smile on my face, because I can do that, because I'm Christian. It's that shit that annoys the fuck out of me. So as long as you don't do that, then it's fine. You do your thing. You do your own thing, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you treat people nicely, and whatever makes you feel fulfilled in your life. Good for you. But it's shit like this where they just punch that message down your fucking gullet the entire fucking time. No room for conversation. No, it's just, this is God, and this is his way of life, and that's what you're supposed to do, and it's all about family. That's the shit I don't like. This movie is a great laugh. I found this to be an excellent comedy. I don't think I can give it my 5 out of 5 mammogram score, though, because it just has that underlying pretentious thoughts and ideas of Christianity and promoting that. So it's not a film that I'm going to go back and just rewatch again and again because it's so hilarious. This movie's just awful. It's freaking terrible. It has its place in, I was going to say cinema, but it really doesn't have its place in cinema. It has its place in its own church of the thing that is promoting for all those people who are already there. So that's where it belongs. I'm going to give Lay It Down half a fucking Blu-ray. No! No! So guys, have you seen Lay It Down? Why would you have? But what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before, which is most likely, and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.